Hi, I'm Kelly Sanders, and I am your child's math teacher. I wanted to make a video that is not super short, but I really hope you stay with me till the end because this is going to explain how I'm running our math classroom this year. And it is different than your child has ever had before. I run a system called Playlists. And the reason I do that, and the reason I'm doing something completely different than what they've had before, is because I feel like everyone has been in one of two camps on any given day in a math classroom. Either you are confused because what you're dealing with is hard and you need the teacher to slow down and you need more practice time, or you wish everyone would just speed up because you already know how to do it and you don't understand why you have to spend days practicing something you already know how to do. So, in order to alleviate that, we are going to do playlists this year. So, let me present this, and I'm just going to show you what a playlist looks like and give you a rundown of how it's going to work. So, this does look like Netflix. It is not Netflix, but if you see your child on this at home, if we have to go virtual again, then just know that that really is math and they're not telling you a lie. So this is our title page for the unit we just started. It's called Powers of 10. Our state standard is we're going to learn to understand why multiplying or dividing by a power of 10 shifts the value of the digits of a whole number or decimal. So that is our goal. So as we move on to the episode page, Season 1 is our mandatory activities. So the kids would read the instructions and click on the download button. This would pull up what we already wrote in our journal. So we've already done all of this page this week. So they would copy what I have in my journal into their journal. Now, already there are some kids who write really quickly, and there are some kids who take a lot more time to write for whatever reason. And I have seen firsthand kids getting really stressed out because they know that their neighbors are waiting on them to finish their journal before the class can move on. Well, with this system that we're using, when your child is done with their journal entry, whether it be fast or slow, they're going to move on at their own pace and go to the next item, which is a video mini lesson. So they'll put their headphones in and they'll watch that lesson. When both of the first, however many mandatory activities there are for that playlist, when they get finished with those, they will take the pre-quiz. Now, this video mini lesson is not meant to take the place of a full lesson rollout. This is just to get the kids a little familiar with what we're doing so they don't freak out when they take the pre-quiz. So the pre-quiz is to just let myself and your child know just how much they already know about something. I think a lot of them would be surprised about how much they already know about the things we're going to be doing this year. So this is not a grade. This is just to give us a baseline of where they are on that topic. So they'll click the download button and it will take them to a Google form that is self-grading. So when they finish the quiz on their own time, some people may still be doing the journal entry. Some people may already be finished. But when they take the quiz, they'll immediately get their score back. So what now? Whatever their score is, however many they miss, down here it shows them how many optional activities they're going to need to do based on that score. So, as you might imagine, there's quite a bit of choice in this playlist setup. So, all of these activities are all options that they get to choose from based on what sounds good to them or based on the way they learn best. You might be wondering what I'm doing during this whole time. I am not kicked back at my desk eating bonbons. I will be pulling small groups and working with kids during workshops. So every day after we all take the pre-quiz, every day I will be offering workshops that students may choose to attend. So basically, I'm doing the teaching with smaller groups of kids because not everybody in the class is going to need me to go into an in-depth lesson with them. Some students might know this depending on if they've gone to tutoring or if they've done a Dreambox lesson on it already. And the smaller the group, the better. So if your child really learns well with one-on-one instruction, this workshop is going to be great for them because it's going to be a small group that's offered every day. When they're finished with all their optional activities and when they feel confident that they've mastered the skill, they'll get to move on to our post quiz. Now, this is the graded activity. They will take a quiz that's very similar to the pre-quiz, and that will be part of their grade for this. The second component is I just want to have a real quick minute with them to talk to them about problems and have them explain their thinking so that I can see how deeply they understand the concept. Those two things, the post quiz and the talk with me, will be their grade. Now, if they don't get the grade they like or the grade you like for them, the first few playlists, I'm going to see a lot of that because I do recognize that this is a whole lot of power in your child's hands. They're basically running their own class for themselves, and they have to make good choices, and they have to be patient, and they have to do what's best for themselves, not their neighbor. So in my class, they will always be allowed to re-quiz. Now, the difference between math and other classes is, say in social studies, if Miss Brooks says they're going to have a geography quiz and they just choose not to study, that's different than if your child just needed more practice working on math concepts. So I will always come back and let them re-quiz, even if it's after we're finished with this playlist. So my goal for your child is to have them master every concept in 5th grade and before 5th grade, so that they feel confident going into 6th grade. All right. If we happen to go virtual, please no, but if we do, they will do the exact same thing at home as they're doing in class. Not a bit of it will change because everything they're doing is digital. So I know a lot of y'all are familiar with Seesaw because the elementary schools use it a lot. So students will be taking pictures and screenshots of what they do in class and digitally. So for example, they took a picture of their journal when they were finished copying it, and they uploaded it to Seesaw. They took a screenshot of their pre-quiz, and they uploaded that to Seesaw. So you will be able to check in on your kids' progress in math with their Seesaw folder. Now, if you're not familiar with Seesaw, it's just a digital portfolio. And I think I tried to do this earlier and it didn't go over. Basically what it is I'm going to be sending your child home today with a paper that will have a code that will let you sign on to their Seesaw account. And basically it's just pictures and screenshots of things that they've done in math. So you'll get to see comments that I've made on there. You'll get to see all the work they do. I'm trying to think if I left anything out. Basically, this is the way I run the class, and your student will have a lot of freedom, and it might take a while to get them to where they're 100% working, but we'll get there. Oh, I remember what I forgot. When your child finishes the playlist, because in all honesty, I had a couple students make 100 on the pre-quiz that we just took. So they're going to go really quickly to the post quiz, and then they'll be done with this unit. So after they're finished, every student, when they finish the post quiz with a score that they liked, they will get to move on to extension activities. So I have listed the following items for extensions for this unit: Reflex, Dreambox, Math Counts, Odyssey of the Mind, and Epic. I'll be adding more extensions as the year goes on. So basically when they're done, they're not waiting for the class to catch up. They're going to move on and work on valuable things during class that they get a choice in. So that's how playlists work. I think it's going to be a really good year. Your kids are amazing, and I'm so honored to have them as my students. If you have any questions, Kay Sanders at BentonvilleK12.org. And I look forward to a great year with your kiddos. Thank you.